Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on some photos from Amsterdam. This was a great little coffee shop that we found on our second morning in Amsterdam, and I have some things figured out. I know I have to use these pockets, this configuration, because I do have a 4x6 here. I also have a 4x6 slot up top, but I'm only going to use a 3x4. This is the background for the next page. That's not the background I'm going to use, so I do need to find one. And then I think I'm actually going to cut down this photo because this up here is kind of blah. It doesn't do anything for the photo. And it's very hard to see, but it says Coquette there, which is the name of the coffee shop. And I wish I could bring that out more. I tried and it just didn't work very well. But having this is distracting. So I may cut this down and choose a background for it and then embellish. And I definitely have coffee things in my food bin of stuff, so this one should be fun to put together. When I went into my stash of food and drink cards, I found these. They're part of a set that go together, so the colors are made to match. And it isn't exactly the color I thought. I was thinking more brown. This is kind of a brownish gray, like pretty dark actually. But I can trim this down a little and still get that phrase in there, and then maybe add an embellishment. I know I have wood veneer, I have puffy stickers, I have things that I could add to that. And then this is the one that worries me. If I cut this down, I feel like maybe it'll be okay with that background in there, and it does add some needed color. It needs a pop of color here. These colors are kind of boring. They're all very neutral. So I think I'm going to go for it. If I cut this down and hold it up to this and I hate it, well then whatever. I can find another background. But right now I'm thinking that that is my best bet. I did trim down this photo and attach it to here, so I have that done. And then I cut down this photo as well. And I think I'm going to put it to the top edge. I thought I was going to do the bottom originally, but if I move this photo here, I feel like these two things need to be separated, so I need that photo in between. Now, I have this other photo here that I was going to use, but now I'm wondering if I should kind of just dump it, because in this same set of stuff, I also had these cards. This is too busy, so I wouldn't use that with the pattern that I have, but I do like this one, and it's got the sort of aqua turquoise color, which is nice. It brings in those colors together. I really like that. And then also in that same set, and it's called Coffee Addict. It's a digital set I bought. I can't remember from where, but it's called Coffee Addict if you want to try to find it online. And then these also came with it. There was this one, and then something about, I think it said, here I stand with cup in hand. There's something that says that. And then just these little embellishments. And I thought maybe I could layer these like down here to bring in more of the colors that are in the card, something like that. I mean, I could do it up here too, but then I feel like stuff is stacked. I like to have it a little bit more spread out. But the more I look at this, the more I like that white space in the center. So I think I'm gonna ditch this photo. Okay, so I did add all of that stuff. I adhered these, and I also did this with the photo at the top, the stripes at the bottom. Now I have to go into my embellishments, and I know I have stickers, like both regular and puffy stickers. I know I have some wood veneer stuff. I have a set that I got from Shadney on Etsy, and those might look really cute here because of the wood grain stuff might match. So I'm gonna pull those out next. These are the wood veneer pieces that I have from Shadney, and I think I mixed them together. One was a breakfast set, and then there was one that was all coffee related things, and I think as I've used them, I've put them together. But in here I know I have this little cup still, the press here, and then the plain cup. I think I want to use this and then maybe one of the cups as well. I'm not sure, but for sure I want to use the press because I think that looks really cool, and it's kind of more of an old school type look, and I think that would be fitting here. I think I'm going to use this one up here. It helps fill in that big empty space that I have there, and then use this cup with the heart here, and it won't impede anything with journaling, so I still have that. And then this is still open, but I'm actually okay with nothing being there because I really like the colors, so I don't think I really want to mess with that. I can journal here. I don't need to stamp or write anything over here. So to attach those wood veneer, I'm going to use my handy dandy mono multi-liquid glue. This is my favorite glue to use on wood veneer. It goes on really well, and then if you use a little too much, it's not a big deal because it dries clear. I have glued on the wood veneer, so that's all fine, but I have decided to do one more thing, I think. Because this is empty and this is empty up here and even here, I want to add something. And if you look at this, look at the golden hue of the light, and then even up here at the top around the edge, it's yellowy gold color. And again in here I have it. I think I'm going to do just a little bit of ink splattering. I don't want to do a ton, but just a little to kind of give it a fun, little bit of a weathered look. And I'm going to use my Nuvo Sparkle Spray. This is kind of the one that's replaced my Heidi swap. When they discontinued her gold one, I had to find something else. This one isn't exactly the same, but it's close and I'm happy with it. So I think I'm going to do that next. Okay, I've given it a good shake. I've covered up most of the photo because I don't want to get this on there if I can help it. Now I'm going to do my splattering. I always shake off some of the excess. I don't want big globs on there if I can help it. Just want little bits. Is that enough? Maybe it is. Less is more most of the time. So I will move that one. Let that dry. I'll do this one. I do like a little bit of shine too, and because the rest of this is very neutral and sort of flat colors, this might help it a little bit. Oops, see, look at there. I did get kind of a big glop. We'll see how that dries. It may turn out well and it might not. We'll see. Now I'm going to do the last card, and since there's no photo on here, it doesn't really matter where this goes. I don't need to cover up anything. Is that enough? Probably. Maybe a little up here, there. All right. There we go. So now I'm going to let all of that dry, and then I will assess how it looks once that's done. While that's drying, I thought I would look at this and just see, like, what is the actual color, because I couldn't remember. I knew it wasn't just gold. On the label here, it actually says Sparkling Mimosa. So that's a pretty awesome title for this color, I think. When I was looking at the bottom photo, I decided I wanted just 2 little spots of gold because it's on everything else except the bottom portion, and it was bugging me. So I very, very carefully just put on 2 little dots there. You have to be careful because sometimes it comes out more than you think and it gets everywhere and it doesn't look very natural. These came out pretty well and I'm happy with that. So again, I'm just letting everything dry, but in looking at this, I like it. I think it's done. This is the one I'm most worried about. It's going to take that longer to dry because it was so big. The rest of these I think are fine. But I like it, and so I think I'm gonna leave it. So here is another one finished for Amsterdam. Thanks for watching.